One of the most important events while growing up is realizing that as soon as you start earning money, you have to put some money aside for the state, which is called taxes. In this video, I'm going to talk about multiple use cases. How much will you be taxed if you're earning 800 euros, if you're earning 3,000 euros, if you're earning 5,000 euros, if you're earning 41,667 euros, and 83,333 euros per month. The last two scenarios are when you're earning 500,000 euros per year and when you're earning 1 million euros per year. I know it sounds pretty ambitious, but why not also take a look at those use cases? All of the deductions of your payslip we are going to see in this video. Welcome to another video on Brand Device, where we talk about business and finance. My name is Bharat, and I'm going to start the video by showing you this tax graph. If you take a look at this graph, this is essentially what the German state provides you with the number 32 Einkommensteuergesetz, or the income tax law. So here it's written that till 9,744 euros in a year, you don't have to pay any kind of income tax whatsoever. But very important thing, not paying income tax doesn't mean that there are not going to be any deductions whatsoever. There are still some kind of deductions, which I'm going to show you in this video. Then comes the next level when you're making anywhere from 9,745 euros till 14,753 euros. In this range, the taxes increase from 14% till 24%. So there's a progressive increase on those taxes. Then the next stage comes when you're making from 14,754 euros till 57,918 euros. On this, again, there's an increase from 24% till 42%. Once you start making 57,919 euros, there's a flat line up to 274,612 euros at 42%. And then the money that you earn above 274,613 euros, on that money you have to pay 45% in taxes. Now what you have to keep in mind is these different kind of levels are only applicable to those specific income amounts. For example, somebody who is earning 500,000 euros a year, he will only be paying 45% tax on the income that he is making above 274,000 euros. On that, he'll be paying 45%. Otherwise, all of the previous graph, they stay the same. Now, so I've shown you the graph now. There's a progressive increase, and then afterwards, there's a flat line from 58,000 almost till like 276,000. And then afterwards, it goes up and it's at 45%. Now, let's take a look at different kind of use cases. So let's talk about the first use case where you're making around 800 euros per month. Now, all of these calculations have been done by keeping in mind that you are not in the church, you're not paying any kind of church tax, and you are single and unmarried and don't have any children. So the tax class 1. A more detailed explanation of the tax classes I'll be making in another video. So here, if you see all of the taxes and stuff, all of these do not exist because we talked about this in the previous graph that we saw, that till 9,744 euros, you do not have any kind of like income tax. But this does not mean you're essentially getting still 800 euros in hand towards the end. You are getting 161 euros of deductions. Now, what are these deductions? The first one is your pension insurance. So like once you retire, you're able to get some kind of pension from the German state. Second is unemployment insurance, which is 9.60 euros. Then the third is health insurance, which is 63.20 euros. Then the fourth is your old age care insurance, which is around 14.20 euros. So towards the end, from 800 euros, even though you don't have to pay any kind of income tax whatsoever, what you're getting is 638.60 euros. Now let's take a look at the second use case where you are earning around 3,000 euros per month. Here again, you don't have any kind of Solidaritätszuschlag, which is for people who are earning more money. We don't have any kind of church tax. Then we have the third Lohnsteuer, which is the taxes on your income. Here you have that as 393 euros and 50 cents. In the end, if you see from 3,000 euros, almost 1/3 is gone and you're having 2,001 euros in the end. And 3,000 euros per month is essentially the income that many, let's say, engineers or people who study their bachelors make once they're done with their studies. Then afterwards, we take a look at another use case with 5,000 euros. Here you see in the end, you're getting just 3,000 euros in the end. So like almost now 40% in deductions. Then afterwards, we have another use case, which is at 42,000 euros per month almost, which makes around 500,000 euros per year. So if you see here from that, from 41,666, you're also again like getting almost like half of the money deducted. So you're being left with 22,718 euros. Then if you're making 1 million euros a year, or 83,333 euros per month, then in the end, again, from the 83,000, almost like, half is getting deducted again. And this just leaves you with like 50% of the amount that you'll be earning otherwise. That's why for many people, when they start earning a lot of money, it makes sense for them to move abroad. You take a look at a lot of German YouTubers. The first thing that they do is like once business establishes, they just like move to Dubai, to Cyprus, or to any of the other countries because the taxes are being treated more fairly there. Because right now, I feel like if you're working really hard and you're generating a lot of value, in the end, to just give aside 50% of your money, like that doesn't feel right. But Germany is still very good in making the progression at the lower income levels. So in the lower income levels that you're having like completely 0% tax and so on, this is very nice. In many other countries, for example, in Romania, like all of a sudden, once you have a specific limit, which is just like, I think 6,000 euros in a year, all of a sudden you're paying 45% of taxes even on your like standard income, which is crazy amount, right? But in Germany it goes from 14 to 24%, from 24 to 42%, and 42 then afterwards to 45%. From 42 to 45 there's a flat limit, and then afterwards there's a step up. The concept of Brutto Netto is very important for you if you want to plan your finances properly, because what you have to keep in mind is just because if the company is offering you 36,000 euros per year, that does not mean you will get 3,000 euros per month landing in your bank account. You will get 2,000 euros per month in this case that we took, with no church tax and with you being in the tax class 1. So keep these things in mind, make your own calculations, and then see what kind of expenses you can afford, how much money you would like to invest so that you can become financially independent rather sooner. The stress of finances is one of the worst ones that you can have, and especially the back and forth with Finanzamt, it is not nice. So keep these things in mind, and if you have any kind of questions whatsoever, you can also book a one-on-one appointment with me with the link given in description. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.